Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. I hope you had a wonderful holiday and that you're looking forward to a beautiful, wonderful, abundant filled 2021. So happy new year everyone, and I hope you had a merry Christmas. Well, I thought I would do something a little bit different here. I've got different crystals that were gifted to me just before Christmas, where I did a past life regression, and I think these are stunning and they just fit perfectly for this particular reading. So this reading is about spirit guides, okay? So this one is going to be messages for now, what you may have just gone through and what you need to learn and take with you coming into 2021. This is going to be timeless, so if you are not watching it straight away, you may watch it further down the track. It will fit for you right then in that moment. So please trust that whenever you come across this, you have been divinely guided by your spirit guides. And I'm super excited. I hope you've all had a wonderful holiday. I decided to step away from social media completely. I restricted my phone to an hour and I had it locked down, and I just spent time with my family and I was present with my children, and it was the most magical 2 weeks I have had. And so I'm ready for this. I've done a spring cleaning of my little office space, so I have new energy coming into 2021. I wanted new, I wanted exciting, and I just did a clear out of my house as well, so that we could start fresh on a new page with none of the 2020 energy. I am super excited for this year. There's a lot of big things happening for all of us, and I just can't wait to see what abundance will be coming into your life, what gifts you'll experience, lessons, and I just can't wait to get to know you guys a little bit more. I have done a lot more planning instead of just winging it. I've done a little bit more planning this year, so I am super excited to bring new content to you. And please, if there's anything you want to know specifically or any topics you'd like me to focus on specifically, please drop it down in the comments below, as I love to hear feedback or ideas as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a moment to choose which pile you are drawn to. So over here we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Awesome. Now let's get stuck to it. Hi pile number 1, and welcome to your first 2021 pick a card reading from me. Oh, excuse me. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and I can't wait to see what your reading is about. It will be talking about what you have just transitioned out of, so it will be tying in with everything from December, and it will be carrying in what you need to know moving forward for the next 6 months as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay these out. Okay, so that's how it wants to be. Okay, perfect. So we're going to start with these ones up here. We'll move down to these 3 there, and then we'll finish on this last one, okay? So I might just put it there because I feel like these two are going to go together quite nicely. So we have truth. Remain authentic to your core values. Truth can be masked, so be objective when dealing with emotional issues. Address areas in your life that are not achieving your deepest truths. Ooh. Sorry if it's a little bit glary. You may hear some thunder in the background. It's currently raining, which yay. Farmers will be loving that. So you may just hear that. So I do apologize. Can't control the weather. Okay, so first off, the first message from here is that some of you have you have been bowing down to other people. So you may have been giving too much of your time and energy. You may have been saying yes when you wanted to say no. You may have been doing certain things that you didn't want to do or agree with for yourself, all because of somebody else. This may be a partner, a friend, or family member. You may be living to another person's truth or idea of how to live, and it's actually not your own. Now, when you do this, you will probably be suffering from anger, resentment, jealousy, all these negative emotions, because you're not living to your truth, because you're not living to who your soul wants to be and what you want to do. For some people, I feel like there's peer pressure involved, and this may be with drugs or alcohol. I feel like there is an expectation because you may have grown up around it, or you may have participated willingly last year and you've just outgrown this stage of your life, your journey. It seems to be more of an old thing, but because everybody else does it, you are still doing it. I also feel like there is some addiction tendencies in here for you. That's not just alcohol or drug related. It will be within love, being addicted to love, being addicted to a person, addicted to work, finances, savings, obsession is coming across as well. And these are certain areas that they want you to, Spirit would like you to take a look at, to step back and start being honest with yourself. Are you living to your truth? Are you living to what you truly want to do and who you truly want to be known by? With the sword over here, I'm just saying that you are the creator of your own desires, that you can wave the sword around and tell other people to back off and create a boundary. To protect your energy, to protect yourself, you can do this. You can set those boundaries as well. With her being blindfolded, I just feel like you have hid yourself from some truths, and it's truths that you may not want to acknowledge about yourself as well. And this Spirit just saying that this needs to be reevaluated and also dealt with head on. It's going to be a confrontation with yourself, and it's going to be extremely difficult, and it will be nerve-wracking because a lot of the things brought up you may not want to do, or you may not want to associate yourself with, or admit that that is who you are at this stage of your life. There is some inner seeking that needs to happen, especially around your heart, and more further digging, because I just feel like you, pile number one, you just touch the surface, you acknowledge it, it's there, you move on, and you go, maybe another day. So I can see that coming across. Now I'm going to move on to relationship cards. So I have authenticity. The energy of authenticity supports our choice to be genuine and truthful in all aspects of our lives, with others as well as ourselves. I cannot believe that I just got that card. I cannot believe you guys just got that card straight after the truth card. Yeah, I'll just do the next one because I just feel like anything I will be touching on is just going to wrap back into the truth. Wow, guys, surrender. The energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of life and love. So this is green, so this is heart chakra as well. So you are being asked to surrender your heart. You're being asked to surrender the control that you have over your life. And I know that's something really difficult that a lot of people find difficult to understand, because we are molded to believe we need control over everything, when unfortunately that isn't the case. And then when we hit wall after wall, we start beating ourselves up and being negative towards ourselves. And that's not being truthful or authentic with yourself. Instead, because this is what's just coming across, is not just acknowledging that this is something you do or something that you have inside of you, bubbling, coming to the surface, but to actually work through it, to sit with your feelings, to acknowledge it, to work through it and find the cause and reflect on your triggers as well. Being authentic. Pile number one, I feel like majority of you are not authentic to yourself, and you may feel like, yes, you are, you're unique, you do this, you do that, but there will be times where you say yes to things or yes to people when you want to say no, or when you don't want to go out, or you don't want to live that way, or you don't want to work that way, or you don't want to spend money on this or that, but you may have experienced peer pressure or the expectation that that is how you need to live. Your heart, sacrificing your heart, because why did I say that? Sacrificing your heart is coming across, and that's more of just saying, I'm okay, I am safe, I can be vulnerable, I can be who I am, and anybody who doesn't accept the authentic me is unworthy of all of me. You are not for everyone. You don't have to be for everyone, and that is okay. You are not here, you have not been put on this planet to serve everybody else, and I just wanted you to know that, Power One. We're going to move on down to these cards now. We have Inner Earth, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. So this bottom pile, this bottom 3 cards, I feel like this is what you have been experiencing and touching on, and then the next 2 months you're going to be full body deep into all of this and actually learning how this works and how to go about it. And then coming down here, this is your next 6 months where you just need to know you'll survive it. You do need to be reminded that anybody who doesn't accept your choices or doesn't accept who you are now is not for you. And that is absolutely okay. You are not alone. You're not by yourself. You haven't made a mistake either. So if you're thinking about a decision that you made recently, pile number 1, it wasn't a mistake. So with the new solutions and beginnings, a new beginning will probably be happening for you guys a lot. I feel like whiplash, I feel a little bit dizzy, I feel like you make a choice, you head down a track, and then it's swiped from you and you have a new idea, a fresh beginning, a fresh start, or just something new. New will be constant in your life over the next 6 months as well as solutions to old problems. And now a lot of your problems really here is actually to let them go, to allow them to flow away from you and to hand them over to Spirit or the universe or God, and just to say, okay, I got through that, I went through that, I am okay now, I am fine. I have these solutions. The solution here a lot of the time for you is to work through your problems, to work through emotional issues or baggages. And even when you're in, I feel like from pile number 1, you may experience some financial difficulty as well, but to work through it and to prioritize and to look at it at another way as well, to not look at it how you do. I hope that makes sense. Because how I see it is you look head on and go, I need to work 9 to 5, blah, blah, at this high rate so that I can make ends meet. And that will be ending. That mindset for you will be fading away in the next 6 months as well. I feel like for some of you, you'll be creating new ways to get more money into your life. Also, for some of you, stay away from selling your things, okay? You can donate, you can sell your objects, your belongings if you wish, but Spirit just saying that don't go overboard with the selling to get the money. You do not need to do that. You need to look at it a different angle. I hope that makes sense. And we have lost land, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Okay, this one is very powerful for you guys. This isn't just speaking about this life, okay? This is actually speaking about multiple lifetimes. You have been here before. It may be, if you are struggling financially, if you are struggling money-wise, please do be aware you have been through this before and you got through it. I feel like for some of you, you struggled, may have been dirt poor, and you became really successful and very rich and abundant. You may, in this lifetime, have struggled and you've gotten yourself to a financial point where you are content and you're happy, or you're still looking for more. You have some memories stored deep down in you about ideas on how to make money and how to bring in abundance, okay? Also in the way that you live. I feel like your dreams your dreams often are memories as well. So you may be looking around like, I've been here before, but I'm not wearing my face, or I've been here before and it feels like home, things like that. The other message coming across here, it actually surrounds animals. So if you're somebody who is working with animals or loves animals, this message is for you. You need to, how do I say this? One moment, sorry. Because I've got somebody's guide and they're just saying, no, say it the way I said it. You need to pick up your balls. You are not weak. You have the sword to your own boundaries, to your own strength, and to your own desires as well. You have the power to be who you are to a T. You do not need to bow down to anybody else because you don't live in a time where you had to be quiet. You have a voice. You are in a lifetime where you can be who you are and with no apologies, with no fear either. The only fear that you are carrying is the judgment towards yourself or fear of judgment from others towards you. That is it. And that is all that is holding you back. And once you are able to let that go and be honest with yourself, you will be able to see these solutions and these new ideas and this fresh beginning. You'll be able to enjoy living again. And then we have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. Wow. Okay, so the next 6 months is going to be a full-on spiritual awakening for you guys. It's going to be a time where a lot of old and new will be coming at you head on. It will be spinning. You'll be having a lot of whiplash. I think I said that earlier. You're going to have a lot of revelations. You're going to experience a lot of weird things that you may not even be able to understand yourself. This is okay. This is part of your spiritual awakening, and please know, divine timing, this is for you. Last year we had a lot of collective awakenings, and you would have been part of this, but it would have just been little things that just helped open your mind and expand your mind so that you were prepared and ready for these huge events coming up. You will be experiencing, I feel like for some of you, a Kundalini awakening, which is a beautiful experience. It's hard, it's tough, it's scary. You do feel all these crazy things, the overwhelming emotions and feelings and sensations as well. And there will be times where you are unsure of yourself, and just allow this process to happen. You are meant to question everything. You are meant to figure out your own beliefs as well. All of this, speaking your truth, will activate your awakening. So the more you are able to live to who you are, the more you're able to do and be comfortable to express yourself, the bigger the awakening and the sooner it will come. So we're moving over here of what's happening now. Dark night of the soul. Life brings new meaning. That is going to be very true for you guys, pile number one. Oh, sorry. Life will be bringing you meaning. Everything that you're holding on to right now is soon not going to matter at all to you. Everything that you are trying to hold on to, who you used to be, who you thought you wanted to be, all those ideas. I feel like for some of you, you also don't want to look like you're hot potatoing, where you may always pick something of what you want to do and then you change your mind halfway through, and then people might call you certain names like hypocrite or unable, lacking commitment, unable to commit yourself to something and see it through. However, without trying, without attempting things, pile number one, you're meant to attempt things, and then it looks like you're meant to attempt it, give it up, move on, find the next thing. And this is because your soul will not settle for anything less than it knows it deserves. It will not settle for anything that it knows that it's not right for you. So that is why you rapidly move on from a lot of things as well, because you are someone who's hungry for a particular purpose, a particular job or idea in your life. Everything for you is seems to be planned by you, and you're not going to settle on anything that you find boring. You're not going to settle on anything that is not doesn't rev you up, doesn't light you up. And this is what you're going to be experiencing. You're going to experience this really dark moment where a lot of grief, a lot of pain, a lot of anguish, where fear will be bubbling to the surface, where you will have to face all of this in the pit of the darkness of your own soul, where you have to overcome it, all those negative things from your ego. So your rage, I believe, your anger, your self-doubt, your mistrust, your questioning, all of these certain things serve a purpose, and that is what you're going to learn. Where your rage, it protects you, or it brings up emotions that you've shut down and buried and not worked through. This is what this purpose is for. Your ego is trying to alleviate you from the stress, from this pain of carrying it all and not integrating with it, not accepting it, not going, okay, it's there to help me, it's there to teach me, it's there to guide me as well. It's also there to hold you back. Like your ego, it's there to serve you, but it's also there to sometimes keep you stuck in one place and not move forward. So to be able to move forward, you have to go through it. You have to work through things and find healing within, especially with around your heart. When you come out on the other side, you're just going to, eyes wide open, you're going to view the world differently. You're going to view the people you interact with differently and the things that you do differently. And this is where you'll be able to be happy and content, being authentic, surrendering confidently as well, and to accept the truth for what it is and not to deny it because of what somebody else may have told you that you should have done, should not do, and all of that. And when you come out this other side, you're just going to have this moment of, wow, I've been worrying about the wrong things. I've been paying too much attention to this and that, and it's time to let it go. And it's going to be a very beautiful, empowering, I've got a butterfly just flying up. It just stopped raining as I started getting, what the hell? It was thundering as I was setting your reading, these piles up. It was thundering, lightning, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to video this and you guys can hear me. And as I sat down pile number 1 to do your reading, it's now sunny and a butterfly just came up to my window as well. So this is very powerful for you guys. You guys will make a huge shift, a change. You'll help the world evolve and learn. You are there to serve as well. You're there to be who you are and to shine a torch through the darkness. That I truly believe you guys are going to have a wild 2021 full of gifts, full of a lot of spirituality, self-discovery, and to connect with who you are, your higher self. And this is a gift. This is a beautiful, beautiful gift that you guys are worthy of, and you deserve this. And I just think, oh wow, I just think that's absolutely stunning. I think that is so cool. I'm a little bit shocked because I don't know what more to say on it, other than good luck and have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously, but also make sure you sit with your emotions and your feelings. Make sure you work through them so that you can come out of your spiritual awakening motivated, positive, inspiring, with wonder, with fresh ideas, like a childlike sense of soul, where you are there to explore and to teach and to grow and to learn, and that you aren't swayed or knocked back by everyday life. And your last card is Star Bathing, Light Body, Crystal Grid, Transmission, and Activation. You'll notice that you will be drawn to the stars a little bit more, and you may be wanting to learn more about star seeds, how the stars work, how your moon, how the moon works with your cycle, how it affects your body, how it affects your your energy levels, and to become more aware of how you respond to Earth. Also, just take a moment to soak in the spiritual gift that you are about to receive if you are not already receiving it. Take a moment to lie down outside and look up at the sky with wonder again, with excitement, and just receive this positively, receive this abundantly. And I don't know what to say because I wasn't expecting this reading straight off the bat. But yeah, I think that is Awesome. I'm also seeing that some of you may be floating, so you'll be experiencing astral traveling, and some of you are going to truly enjoy this and find your purpose. It's going to be a little bit scary at the start, but you guys, you've got this, and your spirit team is in support and solitude with you for this one. They are there for you to lean on. So when you need to reach out and ask for help, ask them, meditate, sit with them, help them guide you as well. They're wanting to be a part of this. They're wanting to help you through this so that you can evolve your soul. This is a stunning reading. Thank you so much, pile number 1, for blessing me with this reading. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey as well. And I cannot wait to see what you do with this information and how you make it come about in 2021. Have a wonderful day and enjoy every moment that you are in this awakening. Love and light. Bye. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your pick a card reading today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up. Okay, so we're going to start with, apparently we're doing it opposite to pile number 1. Which is okay, that's fine, we'll go with the flow. So I'm just going to quickly set it up for you guys. So up the top here, we're going to start with is what you have just gone through in December, in the end of 2020, and what you will be coming into, what you may be experiencing, and what you have to look forward to over the next 6 months. Alrighty, I'm excited. So they actually want me to start from the bottom up. So this will be representing what you just come out of, okay? So we have trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Oh, wow. So pile number 2, your biggest lesson this in 2020, sorry, was learning to trust timing, learning to know that when it is not for you right then and there, or when a person isn't ready, and being able to let them go. Also acknowledging when you're not ready for certain lessons, certain responsibilities, choices and decisions. This is actually all about you finding your own path and your own way of not comparing timing to another person's journey, not comparing yourself to another person at all, and also learning to stop watching the clock. I feel like some of you were either stressed about time, what little time you didn't have, or how much time you did have, and trying to jam pack with all these things that probably weighed you down and didn't make you feel good about yourself. And all it did was add a lot more stress onto your life. You had to learn to shed away some of that stress, to be able to let go and flow with time, to learn how to just go naturally with life as well. I feel like timing, you had lost a lot of people last year, or you would have gained a lot of new people after a time of being in solitude. There's a rainbow for you guys as well. So they're just saying that you are at the end of the tunnel. The light will shine. There is a rainbow. You are coming into a fresh new beginning and start. So be positive. Pick your head back up. Look up and be proud of how far you've come. 2020 for pile number 2, I feel like it was pretty tough. I feel like it was emotionally, mentally, and physically draining for you guys. And that a lot of the time your faith was tested. I feel like you asked for a lot of things, or even just to have your needs met, but you were met upon challenge after challenge after challenge. And these challenges were actually there to challenge your mindset, your mind state, who you wanted to be, where you wanted to go. It was there for a purpose, okay? These challenges have had so much impact on you that you may not even realize it yet, but coming into I keep thinking we're in 2020 and we're not. I'm filming this 3 days after New Year's. So I'm still stuck in 2020 apparently. But Wow, so the wave that you needed to trust to come on, the wave. I feel like you were forcing yourself against the wave, and there was a point in 2020 where you just stood up and you went, I've had enough of fighting. I've had enough of working so hard and tirelessly for nothing, for getting nowhere. And what happened in that moment is you turned around, you let go, all the stress and or the tension drained out of your body, and you fell back against the wave, and then you just flowed with life, and the wave navigated you safely, calmly, stress-free to the shore. And this is something that you'll be carrying with you. You will be tested a couple more times, pile number 2, but that's just because life wants to be like, have they actually learned this lesson? Are they really going to give up control? Are they really going to flow with life? Are they going to shed away expectations in the journey or the outcome? Yeah, so you guys have had a pretty tough year. Then we have child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Okay, so you, pile number 2, would have had a very spiritual awakening where you may have met loved ones who had passed over, especially in your dreams or during meditation. You may also have had moments where something came out of nowhere at the corner of your eye. I also believe a lot of your ideas and your gut feelings, your intuition came from your higher source, your guides, as well as your higher self. I believe you had been connecting in the last 3 months of 2020 with spirit, and you were becoming more open and aware of what was happening around you. And this made it easier for you guys to actually trust the universe, to flow with it, to be able to let go and to trust the words of wisdom, the knowledge, the advice, and to truly believe you'd be okay and protected and safe. I think you had to stand by yourself at one point and experience loneliness. And I believe this may have been a rock bottom for some others as well, where you had the fear of being lonely or the potential of losing your family or losing what you had accomplished and achieved or gained up until 2020. So that you had a lot of tests, a lot of power, a battle of the wills, I believe, where it was either letting go or having control and still suffering, still drowning, resisting the flow of life. I think this is absolutely stunning. You guys, pile 2, you also work from your heart chakra as well as your crown chakra. These are the 2 chakras that will help you connect with spirit and help you to talk and discuss things with your guides as well. And then we have portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards and wild card. Oh my God. I love how this reading is aligning so perfectly. This is all about timing. If you are brought here at a later date, please know that this is the perfect timing for you, pile number 2, that you can watch this at any point in time. Your guides have brought you here for a reason. But with this doors of this portal and this doors are opening, this is what you've stepped into. It's a threshold. I see it's a crossing. You've come out of 2020 and you've come into 2021. And this is where you decide how you're going to live from here on out. You decide what stresses you're going to take on, what is important, what is not important. You're the one that is going to be deciding for yourself moving forward. Spirit will be stepping back a little bit more. They will still be in your life and they'll still be working for you, but everything that you experienced last year, everything that you were taught, all the lessons, you are now meant to gain all that knowledge, take it with you and make the right decisions for you moving forward. A lot of it is a test of seeing if you are able to let go, if you are able to move beyond patterns of behavior and old mindsets that you have left behind. And it's going to continuously challenge you over the next 6 months and see if you are strong and ready to move on, to experience new challenges and lessons, to not be repeating the cycle that you have just got yourself out of. It does come down to personal choice, but no matter what you decide and no matter where you go, just know it is perfect timing for you, that this is, no, you cannot go wrong here, okay? You cannot. Lessons may just repeat itself until you learn, or you will cycle in new lessons and challenges. There will be rewards no matter what. There will be abundance for you there waiting for you. Please know that you can't go wrong. With the wild card, I also believe you are a wild child. I believe you may have caused trouble for your parents growing up, or trouble for your school peers, or just your friends. You were somebody who was always exploring, who was always curious, who was looking for more, looking for a bigger meaning of life, and exploring all your possibilities as well. I believe you're someone who cannot be kept in one place for too long, and that you itch to see the world, to go out and experience new things. And that is why when you get stuck in a cycle, you do get really frustrated, and you do start resisting things, and you stop seeing an easy solution because you're looking too deep into it and you're emotionally overwhelmed. Whew, I hope that all made sense for you guys. Now I'm going to move on to the top 3 cards, and we're going to talk about what you're going to be moving into right now and what you'll be carrying with you over the next 6 months. So we have the card Celestial Gatekeeper. Timing is critical. Now that's a fluke. That's a fluke that is just above the other timing card. I swear, you saw me lay it out. I haven't looked at them. I just laid it out how they explained to me. And then we have intuition. The energy of intuition supports our ability to conceive the subtle language of the realms beyond the 3-dimension reality. Okay, so I'm just going to touch on these before we move on to the third one as well and add that in. But timing is critical. You are a gatekeeper to your own reality, to your own challenges, to your own lessons, and to your own path and your journey. You are a bird. Oh, wow, a bird. I said you can't stay in one place too long. You are somebody who needs to explore it and to see the world, to experience the world, and to love who you come across and what you do. You're very wise as well. You're wise beyond your years, and you need to take this on. You need to take this on moving forward, because this is a gift. This is something that you can harness to your advantage, that you can use moving forward to help you make your challenges easier, to help you acknowledge when you're facing a challenge or a lesson, and to see it for what it is and to move through it, okay? Your intuition is going to be heightened over the next 6 months, so please trust it, especially around certain people. Now, this message I feel like is for someone particular, because I'm just getting a little bit of a face. So I'm going to describe it. If this is you, please let me know. I would love to know. But it's like a blondie, brownie. It's like ombre hair, but not, if that makes sense. You've got curly hair, you've got a bit of frizz in it. I just believe you may be wearing a black top as well. Just getting a bit specific. And you are experiencing depression as well. You're experiencing a tough time in your life, where you're experiencing wanting to go and fly away, but you don't want to be alone. Where you're wanting to hang on to a certain relationship or friendship or family members as well, but you know deep down you need to let them go, and that this timing is right. I also feel like there is gossipness around you, and you can feel this as well. I do apologize that this has come into a reading for somebody, but please, if this is also for you, because pile number 2, it's a collective, please take the messages that resonate with you too. Now, for this person in particular, I feel like there are 2 people around you that are very nasty and toxic, and you need to let them go. It will make you really sad. I feel like it will make your heart pull, and you will dread it. You will deny it to the T. But however, I am being told that your guides are going to start interfering if you cannot let this person or these people go. That if you cannot stand up and say, right, this is not for me, this is not what I deserve. I deserve so much more, and I am worthy of so much more. And when you are able to stand up and recognize that this is not love, that you're accepting a love less than what you deserve, accepting a love, oh wow, accepting a love that you know isn't true love, that you know that this person is just using you, that this person is just doesn't want to be alone, that there is fear involved here, and you're hanging on wanting to be there happy ever after. But unfortunately, your guides are telling me they will never be your happy ever after. They will continue repeating certain behaviors around you, and right now timing is critical. Let them go, because if you're unable to let them go, if you're unable to look at them and be like, I'm at peace, I am happy, I love you, and I recognize that this is what I deserve more. I recognize that this is a lesson that I do not need to learn anymore, and with love I let you go. I let you explore the world so I too can explore the world, and if it's meant to be, we will come back to each other. This person is very toxic for you and is keeping you grounded. It's like a chain around a bird's ankle. That is the image I'm getting. And you're not happy, and you're forcing happiness where happiness cannot grow. So trust your intuition moving forward, especially around this person. You're going to get gut feelings. I am being told that if you are unable to do this, don't worry, it is fine. Spirit will interfere. Spirit are going to come in and break this union up in a way that isn't so gentle as if you were to just get up and walk away. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that resonates for whoever that is, and I'm very sorry you're experiencing some of the things that you are. So we've got the card, sorry, I just moved on because that was quite heavy. Balance. The frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our three-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. Wow. Balance, guys. I think you need to balance yourself. You need to balance the trust you have in timing. Balance not knowing when to fight and when to walk away as well. Knowing when something is worth the commitment, something that is worth the fight compared to something that is not, and something that you know in your intuition deep down in your gut is going nowhere for you. And this isn't just in a relationship, this can be career as well, this can be finances, this can be family, this can also be study. It's just saying that right now you are not balanced, that you are not living in harmony, and right now timing is on your side. Timing is so beautiful. Put it out into the universe. Ask for certain things that you want to try or you want to experience, and the universe will work in a way. Spirit will help put the puzzle pieces behind you, behind the scenes, to make this happen for you. Ask for the confidence and the courage as well, because I feel like you do need that extra oomph to help you to be able to do this and to move forward. Now we have the card Action. So this is your future card. This is what you need to know coming in out of these two experiences, and what you should do now. So this is actually kind of supporting what I had the messages before. But action. Take some form of action without regrets. Examine what is holding you back from taking action and cut it loose. You will get the most immediate results through acting decisively. No maybes. I don't think I need to touch on this one just because it ties in perfectly of what I had just said. And this is the answer to, if you may have had a question of what do I do, you take the action, and you take the action that first popped into your head, no matter how much it hurts you, pains you, gives you fear, no matter what emotions that it stirs inside you, whatever that first thought of action you need to take moving forward, that is the right one for you. And if it is scary, if it is challenging, if it makes you hesitate or makes you sit in some negative emotions for a little bit, this is how you know it's right, and this is how you know it's going to bring the greatest rewards, the greatest abundance, and that moving forward this is for you. And that it's going to be hard, but anything good doesn't come easy. Nothing good comes easy. And then we have the card Wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Okay. So I know with all the timing and all of this probably has stunted you a little bit, but I feel like this is about the action. Whatever had popped up into your head, allow divine timing, trust the timing. You know what the action is, you know what you need to do, now plan it, sit with it, wait a little bit. Don't be impulsive, don't be, pick a choice and just run with it, because it may not be the right one right now, and a choice or a better solution will pop up later down the track. Pile number 2, I really hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you've had a happy holiday, and I look forward to seeing more of you this year. Please let me know how you felt about this reading in the comments below. I love to hear your feedback. Love and light, pile number 2, you've totally got this, and I look forward to your 2021. Bye. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. I'm super excited about this one. This one seems a little bit lighter than the first 2, but hey, let's not jinx anything. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to set it up how they are showing me. Alright, so every pile has had a different layout. So that's cool. I love that. Okay, cool. Okay, no, that's right. Cool. Okay, let's get stuck into it. I'm going to start with what you had just come out of and what you just learned in the past. Near the end of December, I believe you would have had a transition phase, or you would have had some revelation that happened within you, and this would have been a spiritual development, spiritual awakening and growth as well. So I'm just going to move all of that up a little bit. Awesome. So we're going to start with the bottom ones and then work our way up, and then we're going to save these last 2, which will be talking about your future. So we have the card Breath of the Cosmos, my will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. So I'm just going to do this card as well, because apparently I have it wrong. So I'm going to do this card. So these 3 cards are going to be talking about what you've just come out of. Apparently this one is important as well. Why do I have stuff on my cards? Integrity. The energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by high moral standards. Wow, that's pretty powerful. These 2 cards together are pretty powerful. Okay, so micromanaging. I feel like some of you would have had control tendencies, so control freaks on the down low. Hey, you're not alone there. I'm just going to move the camera, sorry. Yeah. And also holding your integrity. I feel like you would have micromanaged people, situations. Manipulation has been brought up, and it may be something hard for you to admit that you had been doing, where you may have manipulated situations to be aligned with your will, of what you wanted, of what you desired, regardless of another person's choice as well. I feel like there were times where you argued or peer pressured somebody, or argued your point so that they remained under your spell or your control. And this is something really hard and confronting to hear. However, with the integrity card, you learned to make the right choices with your integrity. You learned how to have your own free will by also allowing others to have free will. You have been learning how to let go, to work with the universe and not work against the universe, because there were times where you tried to have a situation, have a person or a relationship, and have it exactly how you wanted it, exactly the right time, and go along a certain path, and you were met with a lot of challenges and obstacles and resistance as well, which would have frustrated you and wound you up a little bit as well. Now, with lack of integrity, you would have and this will be hard for you to admit, but you would have made decisions for others that weren't serving their best interests, nor yours deep down. It just prolonged a lot of pain and suffering. Also, it would have bubbled a lot of anger and frustration between people. This is not just relationship, this is talking about work as well. I feel like you may have stuck at a job that didn't make you happy, or that you stayed in a situation for somebody to make them happy. And your lesson coming out of 2020 and coming into 2021 was to let that go and to make choices with your integrity moving forward, of knowing what is right, not what you want, but what is right. Sometimes what you want doesn't align with what you need, and that was a very hard lesson for pile number 3. You guys learned a very hard lesson last year. Also learning to go with the flow, to breathe with life, to enjoy life, and to take a moment. I feel like a lot had happened for you that you really did need to step back and go, what changes do I need to make moving forward? And then we have Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. So that is exactly what 2020 was all about for you guys. You had a lot of learning to do, and that was around choices. That is around respecting other people's journey, and respecting your own journey, to not bow down and live to another's expectations or their standards or what they wanted for you, but also to not put that on another person. I'm seeing a lot of parental issues for you guys, where a lot of this mindset came from your parents, where you may have grown up in a strict household, or a household that had expectations of you live this way, you go A, B, C, D, down to Z, and that is the perfect life. That is what will make you happy, and that is what will make us love you. I feel like you had to grow up in a conditionally loved household, where they may have told you they loved you unconditionally, but you did not feel that. You did not believe that. And they may have manipulated some of your decisions to align with what they thought was best for you. And this is something you have carried and you had to unravel last year. Okay, you had to learn how to grow and to step away from this particular mindset and acknowledge that other people actually have freedom of choice, and that it is okay to allow them to have freedom of choice, especially if that choice is something you wouldn't choose for yourself, or something that you didn't want for the two of you, or whatever the situation was. I also feel like your higher learning was pretty tough. Pile number 3, you had to learn a lot of lessons, and that's all about weight on the shoulders. I feel like you were carrying so much weight on the shoulders of how to live, of the expectations of others, that you had to unlearn all of that and to learn to be in your own soul, and to be your own energy, and to be your own person in this 3D realm. And this was a hard lesson for you to learn, especially I still feel like majority of you still hold that tension, and it's something that you're going to have to work through daily for the next 6 months. And it will be something popping up where you'll be challenged to speak up and be like, no, that's wrong for me, or no, that's not how I'm going to live, or no, this isn't right for us. And actually acknowledge that sometimes timing is a little bit off for you guys, and to have integrity moving forward. This is going to be a massive, massive challenge for you guys. And it's something that I do not feel it's over just yet for you, because this is so deeply rooted into your, I want to say seed. It's like a little seed in your brain and in your heart, where you have these conditionings. You have this, these expectations so buried so deep within that you have to go through it. You have to go searching for it, that you have to go find the root causes, and to reflect on with yourself on it, okay? To see where it stemmed from, and to start unpacking it all so that you can rewrite a new mentality. So we're going to move on to what is happening now for you guys and for the next 6 months as well. So that's everything you experienced, and unfortunately you guys have a lot more lessons coming across. So awareness. The energy of awareness supports our capacity to focus our attention on all aspects of a multi-dimensional world so that we create a reality that we truly choose. Powerful, powerful. That just, wow. That just ties off into here. That just, wow, I'm shook. I'm a little bit in shock because I don't know what to add on to that. Awareness, being aware of your thought patterns, okay? Being aware of your behavior patterns, being aware of your mindset, the things that you say to others, the expectations that you put on others, the judgments that you put on others. You are going to be asked to reflect on everything that you say to other people or about other people, or even situations of I would do this or blah blah blah, things like that, and find that within, find that judgment, that core belief about yourself. This is awareness. You're now going to be reflecting within. Okay, you're going to have to do this with your head high and with integrity strong in your heart, to know that you are perfect, that there is nothing wrong with you and it's not bad. It's just there are some things that you need to work through to heal, to let go, and to grow. Life lessons, you've got a lot of them. And the other thing with the awareness is that to acknowledge that sometimes the issue or the problems that you bring up in situations or within relationships, that has actually got nothing to do with them and everything to do with yourself. A lot of it is realizing that, because I'm just getting one or two people may get angry with their partner that they don't do certain things the way they would do, and that's just acknowledging that you are two different people and that they have one way of doing it and you have another, and that is absolutely okay. You do not need to force them or be angry or berate them either for not doing it how you had expected or wanted it. Communication. Communication is coming in here very strongly, and to talk about it not only with your partner but with yourself. I feel like a lot of responsibility or issues that you're putting onto them is actually more of a reflection of yourself, so sit with that. And some of you may go, no it's not. Yeah, it is. Spirit are asking you to become aware of this, okay, because they want you to have harmony in your life. They want you to be peace in your life. It's okay, because I just feel like sometimes this situation's just coming up, which I think is highly funny because I've just gone through this. But if you like your house tidy a certain way, but you don't allow your partner to because they do it the wrong way, that's kind of a you issue. That's a you problem that you really do need to work through, and figure out why you feel that way. Where does it stem from? Is it a perfectionist ideal? Is it a control ideal? What about that situation that you need to be aware of, okay? So a solution there that's coming in is allowing the person to clean how they would and saying, thank you, I am grateful for you, I'm appreciative that you tried your best. Changing the narrative for you guys will help benefit your relationships, not only with a partner, but also with friends, family, your children, and future partners as well. This is to help teach you and to help you grow into a better person and a better team as well. So they're just saying the solution there is like saying thank you and then going through, not to undermine them, and doing those little touch-ups that you would have preferred they do, but that is more of a how do I say this, but that is more of a what you like, and you need to acknowledge it that you want it that way, so you should probably do it. Does that make sense? I'm not saying take away the cleaning altogether and just do it yourself and get mad, but allow them to do it and accept that and be like, that is fine, that is the perfect way to clean. You don't need to be OCD about it, and then go up and just do those little areas that you normally would do. Don't touch the rest. Don't make them feel bad about it. Reflect on yourself and become aware of your actions, okay? Whew. And I said at the start this was going to be light. So we've also got lead the way, light your own path. So pile number 3, yeah. So the next 6 months is all about lighting the way of your own road, of making your own path, of being aware of all of this, of learning from it, being aware that it stems from somewhere deep down, and deciding to do it different. Do it a different way that suits you, that brings you the most peace and harmony within the home. Oh, sorry. I also feel like you need to take charge of this situation, and that you need to lead this relationship as well by saying, okay, this isn't working out for me, this isn't working out for us or the family or the home, and it's bringing a lot of tension and a lot of resentment and all these negative things, and to find a different way around it, to compromise, to meet in the middle, to work on it, communications come up again, and to know that together you guys can build a new life, that it doesn't have to align with what you grew up with, either of you, that this, I do feel like this is actually mostly relationship based now that I'm talking about it, and I can't stray away from a relationship. So if you are watching this and you're in a relationship, oh, please let me know. I would love to know. Yeah, I also feel like with the deer, you're a fighter, and sometimes you go head to head when you need to be on each other's team and work as a team moving forward and lead the way together to say, here, I can bring this to the table, you can bring this to the table, let's meet in the middle. We're in harmony, we're at peace. We don't need to argue because you've got your needs met, I have my needs met. What more is there to argue about? Does that make sense? Everyone's going to argue. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but it will take a lot of pressure off the two of you. And then we've got weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Okay, so that's where a lot of the tension comes from. You've put the expectation on yourself that you need to do it all. You've put the expectation on yourself that it needs to be a certain way. Otherwise, it is not perfect. Otherwise, it does not align and it does not make you happy. And this is something you need to work through because it is weighing your shoulders down. It is a heavy weight to carry in this lifetime. And it is about time you let it go, is what I'm hearing. It's about time. It's about time. That's what I'm hearing constantly over and over. And that these issues, how it says it's not yours to carry, is because a lot of these issues that you hold on to, especially in your heart, heavy in your chest, it actually has come from your parents. And that is something that you are going to be working through over the next 6 months and realizing as well, so that you can make adjustments and make changes to lead a new way, to lead a different way, one that makes you happy and secure and carefree, to take off a lot of that stress so that you don't have to be so overwhelmed anymore. Whew. I hope that all made sense and resonated with you guys. Now I'm going to move on to the future. These two cards over here was talking about what you can look forward to, what you need to know moving forward, and what has in store for you as well. We have awakening. Your consciousness is awakening. You are becoming attuned to the messages of the spirit and nature. Trust your psychic abilities. I think this is a perfect time. So going through all of this, all these challenges, everything you've experienced over the last 1, 2, 3 years has been for this awakening that's coming for you in 2021. Now this is an exciting time because it's a lot of growth, it's a lot of learning, it's a lot of lessons, it's a wisdom that you'll be carrying into your old age. This is stuff that you will be able to pass down through generations, family, friends, children. This is something that will help you come out of your cocoon to shine bright, to be beautiful, and to live to your desires, to live to your expectations, and to know that you can be who you are without trying to micromanage every situation and manipulate settings so that it serves you, so that it benefits you with regardless of anybody else's freedom of choice. I hope that makes sense. But it's just coming across that this is so that you can step back and that you can integrate peacefully with another person. Tends to be in a relationship or romance, and this is something you do have to accept because you're coming together in a union. You're not coming in to bulldoze and to be like, this is how we're going to live this way or we're going to fight. I hope that makes sense. I really do. This also may be talking about the other person and something that you need to be aware of as well about them. This may be a situation that you have been struggling to wrap your head around or to understand, and this is just trying to answer some of those questions you may have had. I'm also hearing that if you are thinking about leaving a certain relationship, timing is not right for you, and that is why it's still carrying on. Now, it's not right for you because you've got more lessons to learn and to teach them as well as learn from them. You have more to do with each other, and you know that. So there is no point in running away because you'll just be cycling in another person who is exactly the same, probably with similar qualities, similar behaviors, and a similar lifestyle, where you will be learning this exact same lessons from the start. I hope that makes sense. And then we have messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. Wow, this is your gift after all of this. This is what you have to look forward to once you work through all of this. Everything you've been wanting, harmony and balance, you've been wanting to be at peace and to be happy and to be enjoying your life, and that is exactly what is waiting for you, okay? That is exactly what is there for you to take. This is the peaceful, balanced energy you've been searching for. This is why you may have experienced a lot of rage and a lot of anger, because you don't understand why it's not happening now. And it's because you've got a lot more learning to do. Got a little bit more learning to do so that you can find this place, that you can find your peace, you can find in chaotic situations, you are able to acknowledge it for what it is and to work with the other person, to be a team and not to feel like you have to do it on your own or to make them feel like they have to do it on their own. I really hope this makes sense and that it resonates for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this reading and it's given you a little bit more insight on what has been going on and what will be going on in the next 6 months. I really look forward to hearing from you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Love and light. Bye.